Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Howdy ho, what's the deal? What's up? How you doing? How's your mammy in there? This is your boy Easy 606, and we're back. Absolute Hysteria, episode 9. We're almost to the 10th episode, guys. Let me get a round of applause for that. A lot of podcasts don't make it to episode 10 anymore. A lot of motherfuckers start that shit and they out, but we're here for the long run. We're going to celebrate 10, then 20, then 30, and we're going to keep it moving. But this week we're talking about industry beef. We got some news and some wrestling results and our normal little shenanigans. So I'm going to bring in my brother Kincaid. I'm going to bring in my brother Joe.
Hey, yo.
What up?
How y'all motherfuckers doing?
Good.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Appreciate you.
All the pappies out there. Happy Pappy Day. Make sure y'all taking care of them youngsters, because that is the future of our country.
Mine's all cuddled up asleep right now.
Yeah, he's down.
Yep.
Yours was on a bender yesterday, boy.
Man.
But yeah, man. Episode 9, we're talking about some industry beef, all the beef in the industry, different types of shit. I'm going to show y'all some videos and some disses, and we're going to have a good old time. But first, we're going to jump in with the news, the weekly news segment. So in case y'all didn't know, yesterday in Glasgow, Scotland, the WWE held the Clash at the Castle in Scotland, the home of Drew McIntyre. Pretty. I think it's the second annual Clash at the Castle. I think they started it last year. I didn't even remember last year's. I thought this year was the first one, but apparently last year was the first one. But we had like 5 matches on the card. It was a little smaller pay-per-view. Some of the matches were a little bit longer, because usually on the small pay-per-views they have longer matches. But first match of the night, if I can recall, I might be off on the schedule here, but I think I remember. But the first match of the night, we started off with this one. We had Cody Rhodes versus the phenomenal AJ Styles for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Pretty good match. One thing I really enjoyed was they let them bleed. They brought the old Crimson Red out, and I think they really solidified the end of that PG era, because you know what I'm saying? Like, they're starting to bring the blood back more commonly now. And I'm glad to see them motherfuckers start to come off of that shit. The PG era was whack.
Trash.
They were fucking beeping trying to beep all the cuss words, and you weren't allowed to bleed, and it was terrible.
That's why I wish I would have worked for him. I would have said fuck every other word.
Yeah. And they tried to beep it, and they missed half of them. So after Vince left, they started bringing back the cussing, and then eventually they started leading the blood back into it. So now we're starting to jump out of that whole PG era, which is fantastic. But Drew, Cody and AJ, hell of a match, man. They went back and forth. Cody Rhodes' mom was front row, and of course, she had to be there antagonizing AJ, and at one point in time, she slapped AJ like 3 or 4 times in a row, just pop, pop. You know what I mean? And she antagonized him a little bit. And of course, he went over there and talked shit to her as much as he could to make it a good show.
Yep.
A lot of weapons were used, a lot of handcuffs, a lot of tie-ups.
Sounds like his mom got kinky.
Dude, the ending was fucking crazy though. The ending was like a swerve. So like fucking AJ or Cody had AJ handcuffed to the top rope and went out and got the big old huge metal steps and big heavy motherfuckers and brought it in the ring, and he lifted it over his head like he was going to smash AJ, and AJ's like, I quit. Like it was an I quit match. So like he beat the brakes off AJ and he wouldn't quit. And then when he picked them steps up, AJ's like, nah, fuck that. I'm out. I quit. So they rang the bell, and Cody looked like he had snapped off. He looked at his mom, and his mom kept shaking her head, and he was like, should I do it? And his mom shook her head, yeah. So Cody just smacked him anyway. He said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Even after he quit, he smacked him with them stairs. Yeah, so Cody retained the Universal Championship. Let me see, hold on, we got some comments over here. I know last time it seemed like I had forgot the comments. Dale Whitler said, hey, bro, what's up? Happy Father's Day. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Dale.
What's up, Whitler?
All right, so the next on the card, I do believe the second match was the women's, the women's tag match for the women's tag championship. You had Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca, and Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, also known as the Unholy Union. Isla and Alba are from Scotland as well. So they got a huge pop. Pretty decent match. Jade and Bianca and Baszler and Zoe kind of beat the hell out of each other. And then after Baszler and Zoe did most of the damage, Alba and Fire and Isla kind of came in and snuck the win in and got the pinfall and won the belts, and the crowd went crazy. They gave them flowers, and they spent like 10 minutes in the ring taking pictures because it was a big homecoming thing. It seemed to have that theme throughout the pay-per-view. They used a lot of hometown people, gave them matches, you know what I mean? But yeah, so Jade and Bianca lost the belts. I wouldn't be surprised if they get them back, but honestly, I think that they're about to have those two go at each other because everybody wants to see those two wrestle. So I believe that's going to be the next move on that end. Next match of the night, we had, if I do believe that was last, I think the next one was Sami Zayn and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental belt. Pretty good match. I mean, they had a pretty long match. They went back and forth a lot. Of course, Otis and the other girl got involved quite a bit because you know how it looks like every time it looks like Otis is about to turn on Chad, he always stops himself from doing so.
Yep.
And everybody was wanting Otis to finally have enough last night and just snap out of it and beat the brakes off Chad. And we thought he was going to do that because old girl got taken out by Gable, and he thought Gable did it on purpose. And we thought he was about to get him. They went face to face, and then fucking Otis didn't do nothing. He just took Maxine, picked her up, and walked out. And while they were walking out, Zayn got the kick in and got the match right there. So I have a feeling on Monday night, Otis might actually turn because there's some big shit going to happen on Monday. Everybody's speculating that Wyatt Six will debut on Monday. All the dates have leaded to Monday night, so they're saying that Wyatt Six, Bo Dallas, and them will be there Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. But back to the pay-per-view, we had the next match. We had another hometown match. Piper Niven is from Scotland as well. And then we had her going up against Bayley for the women's championship. I don't know, man. It was a decent match. It wasn't really my favorite. It was kind of lackluster. It was more or less they gave Piper the match because she was from Scotland. Like she really didn't have no championship aspirations type shit. I mean, Piper's a good wrestler, but Bayley was holding on to that belt regardless, you know. So Bayley got the win on that. Next match was the big boys, the final match of the night. We had the hometown hero Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, the heavyweight champion. This match shocked the piss out of me. It was a banger of a match. It probably lasted 45 minutes. They beat the brakes off each other. Damian fucked up and all. I thought he was hurt for real. He got his leg caught in the rope, and like you could tell it was a real thing that happened because Drew stopped for a minute and looked to make sure he was all right, and then he continued with the match. After he seen he wasn't hurt, he continued with the match and acted like it was supposed to happen. But for that split second, you see him stop and look like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Damien too big to be doing all that shit anyways.
Did you see what I'm talking about though? When he got stuck? That shit was crazy. But yeah, man, Damien is a big old boy. He be doing some off the wall shit. But yeah, man, they battled the hell out of each other throughout the whole match. It was to be expected. But there's two shocking things that happened. One, I thought for sure that McIntyre was taking that belt. You know, they're in his home country. They've been amping him up for months. You know, like CM Punk screwed him over at WrestleMania. I thought for sure this was Drew's redemption. Drew was at home. He was going to walk out, have a celebration with his people. Nah. Like LA Knight says, nah. We got one more screw job for you. So the ref gets taken out. It's just Damien and him. He hits the Claymore, knocks Damien out, pins him. The crowd counts to like 10. You know, all of a sudden, here comes a ref running down the thing. The ref slides in. 1, 2, stop. And if you look at the ref from behind his head, you could tell it's not a normal ref. Fucking, as soon as I seen the back of his head, I'm like, that motherfucker. It was CM Punk. CM Punk looked at Drew right in the eyes and was like, 2. You know what I mean? And Drew was livid, man. Punk fucking fucked him over. Cost him the match, cost him the belt, screwed him not once, but twice. And pretty much solidified that next big SummerSlam match. You know, it's going to be Drew and CM Punk.
Yep.
I was kind of hoping there'd be a belt involved. There might still be. It might end up being a 3-way. But I don't know, man. SummerSlam is going to be pretty dope, to say the least. But overall, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It was short. But it wasn't too incredibly bad. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Not too bad. But on to the next topic. We have the movie of the week. And too bad that I can't see my little clip here, guys. There it is.
Movie or TV series of the week.
And it just hit me that I've done all movies. I haven't done a TV series. So next week there'll be a TV series. This week is a movie because I went and seen it Friday. Bad Boy 4. It wasn't Friday I went to see that. It was Sunday or Saturday. I went to see that. Yeah, Bad Boys 4, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. I'm not going to give out no spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet. I did a little mini review on TikTok. If you want to go check that out. No spoilers given, though. Action-packed movie. From front to back, action-packed, beginning to end. Really good movie, man. Martin and Will Smith haven't lost a step. 20-some years later, they haven't lost a step. There was a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of special shit that happened in it. Funny, it's going to be funny. We got Martin Lawrence, man. Come on, it's going to have funny parts in it. Had me laughing and had get you going on that roller coaster of emotion. It's a pretty good movie, man. I highly suggest y'all check out Bad Boys Ride or Die, the fourth Bad Boys. Whenever you want to go to the movies and check it out, if you want to wait till it comes to streaming, I honestly can't wait till the Blu-ray comes out because I want to add that to the collection. But yeah, man, that's been the movie of the week and the news of the week, and now we're gonna jump into the beef. Who got that beef? What kind of beef y'all like? Y'all like that sirloin? You like hamburger? Y'all like what y'all like?
Anything that bleeds and be cooked.
We know, Mr. Rare. We know what you like.
Oh yeah.
This man likes it to where you stick the fork in and it squirts.
Literally. That actually happened.
In my face. No diddy. But yeah, we're gonna move into the beef. So let me see what I got on my list here. Let's just go down the list. Let's just tackle them. Fuck it. So last time we did a beef episode, we did a lot of the historical beefs and what we thought about that. So this time I jumped into some more. What? Your service is really bad, bro. I could hear you.
But now,
He's in and out of service, so when he comes back, you'll be able to hear you. But we're going to jump on into some more current beefs and some more current issues in the underground and mainstream. It has happened, in the last several months, all the way up until recent. First thing on the list, I got Cody Manson and Ouija Mac. We got the LSP versus the Chapter 17ers. Seems like this beef, like I'm not, don't hold it to me. Don't hold it to me. But for what I gathered, this beef seems like it started over a feature. Cody approached Ouija for a feature. I guess Ouija didn't. Ouija tried to charge him. Wasn't going to give him what he thought he was going to get it for. And I guess it kind of started a little adversity between the two. And Cody believes that on one of Ouija's newer songs, he took a shot at him subliminally. I didn't really hear it, so I don't really know for sure if it was a direct shot or not. So I can't say if it was or not. But Cody fired back with the diss track. It wasn't bad, it wasn't bad. It had a few catchy, little rememberable parts. I'm not for sure if Ouija's ever responded. I've heard people say that he's responded in other songs, but I'm not for sure because it was never really verified. You know what I mean?
I heard a rumor that he showed up at a Ouija concert and they kicked him out.
Really, Cody?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, man, because what I know of Cody, he seems like he stands on what he says. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't seem like he'd be the one to hide from the the controversy. But once again, you know, you never know. Sometimes people will surprise you. Looks like we lost Kincaid. Kincaid's going through the country, so his service be in and out. Next on the list, we got Bez Believe versus the whole fucking industry.
Trash.
Bez Believe dropped a track and he basically dissed the entire fucking industry. He said that, you know, Kendrick and J. Cole and all them were overrated. Like he threw out some bold statements, like some very bold statements that I didn't agree with a lot of them. Some of them I did, a lot of them I didn't know. I know a lot of people don't care too much for Bez Believe for personal reasons, but I'm going to play the newest track he just dropped, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know if y'all have heard it yet or if it's the first time, but he had some lines in this bad boy, and I'm gonna pull it up and well, check this out, man. Let's see what we got here.
I haven't heard this one yet.
I didn't even know he had did it. Yeah, here it is right here. I didn't know he did it. It just dropped like 2 days ago. And I was looking at stuff for tonight and it kind of popped up on me. So welcome back.
Yeah, hopefully I can maintain the signal.
There you go. But yeah, it kind of popped up on me, so I'm gonna play it. Get your all's thoughts on it, man, because I feel like dude came with some heat on this one, no matter what people, you know, personal beliefs. Let me see. Boom. 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 Boom.
Duke Energy customers in Northern Kentucky that own a house, you guys have a looming deadline at the...
Like Cat Williams always said.
Hold on, guys. Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I got to change my thing here because it was going through my loudspeakers instead of my headphones.
Like Cat Williams always said, there's a
All right,
nugget
you
of
good?
truth in every conspiracy. And I just don't think it's a coincidence that all these high-profile people in the media, with all the money in the world, have flight logs consistently visiting an island owned by the most disgusting pedophile of all time.
First off, fuck you, bitch, and that clique you claim. Your whole pedophile ring getting ripped to flames. You claim to be a man of Christ, but you dogged your wife. That whole Monica Lewinsky, a slut for life. Okay, Bill and Hillary, I think it's time to spill the beans. The Clinton crime family selling kids in the Philippines. Welcome to the left wing, Epstein Island. Republicans can get it too. I'm sick of staying silent. It's a two-headed snake, both parties in connection. George Bush and Dick Cheney orchestrated 9/11. Was rooting for Obama when he was the president. So we found out about the group of molesters he represents. Harvey Weinstein, you a crater-faced fat man. Your body shape's built like the penguin off of Batman. You the worst thing to happen to Jews since the Holocaust. Send his ass to Palestine as a glory hole for Hamas. But Stephen Hawking handicapped. Think I really care? I'll run over his nutsack with an electric wheelchair. I used to watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I'm not here to judge if Will Smith is a queer. There's a very complicated entanglement there. You brought your son to Diddy's house and left Jade in despair. Speaking of Diddy, he a known pervert with jungle fever. Please tell the world what you did to Justin Bieber. I hope you choke on a Bill Cosby cocktail. We seeking revenge for getting Biggie and Pac killed. You drinking baby's blood at Bohemian Grove. We know Aaliyah's plane crashed cause Beyonce and Hov. Tom Hanks like I'm young. I'm praying it's just a stunt, cause if that allegations true, we better run like Forrest Gump. That horse Stormy Daniels trying to sabotage Trump. My president's a felon, Rikers Island about to jump around. The White House is a circus full of clowns. They say save the best for last, I did it for the worst. Wanna catch a predator, research the Catholic Church.
I don't know if it's just me, but why is the president of the United States sniffing underage children? This whole shit just seems like a big sex trafficking ring.
Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, say fuck Joe Biden, fuck Prince Andrew and Epstein's Island. Say it louder for the people in the back. Fuck Joe Biden, fuck Prince Andrew and Epstein's Island. Save the children.
Best believe I hit 'em up. Best believe I hit 'em up. We hit the pedophiles up.
Man, if he would have heard about some of them Maysville, Kentucky rappers, boy, they'd be over too, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But what'd you think, man? Like,
You done brought up the Bohemian Grove and shit.
oh, dude, I ain't like I said, a lot of people might not like Bez for different shit, man. But that song, like, he brought the truth. Like, that motherfucker was lighting, like, Will Smith up, fucking Diddy. That shit would have me. Like,
I really like the shout out to the Biggie and Pop murder from Diddy. Fuck Diddy for that.
exactly. He's still trying to get some get back, man. That shit's wild, man. But yeah, shout out to Best Believe on that one, man. That song was real. Like, I was kind of nervous when I heard that beat. I'm like, oh man, you done picked hit him up like that. That beat's one of the most notorious beats. Like, you cannot fuck that beat up, man. But he actually held it. He held it.
It was all right. He could have done the beat more justice, but
Yeah, but I mean, for what it was, he did all right.
I don't know. You sound like a giant campaign for political fucking bullshit to me.
I mean, it was a lot of political stuff. I mean, but that's what he was going for with the whole Epstein Island thing, you know. But yeah, man. So next on the list, we got Skits Craven versus the internet, or the whole horrorcore underground scene, because like it seems like everybody was going when Skits came out and said that he was the king of horrorcore.
I mean, my whole theory on that right there, I mean, there's so many artists out here nowadays saying that they're horrorcore, but they're fucking really not. You're just making Juggalo anthems or some other shit, and then Skits Craven actually makes horrorcore music about killing people and all kinds of crazy shit that's off the wall. Nobody's really doing that shit no more, and everybody's mad about it.
But the thing is, here's my thing though, Kincaid. See if you agree with me on this one. Like, you know, at that time when he said he was the king of horrorcore, the album he had out was fucking phenomenal, and there was nobody at that time that could really challenge him.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, who else was challenging him? Because that album was phenomenal. It was true horrorcore. It was, you know, I listened to it constantly when I was door dashing, man, and like the imagery, the storytelling was great. And I listened to a lot of other underground horrorcore artists at that time, and I didn't hear nothing that rivaled it.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
like you said, everybody else that was fighting him really doesn't even make horrorcore half the time.
Right. They're just following the trend that's been set in front of them for many years. And when, you know, it's to the point nowadays when people don't even know what the definition of horrorcore is when it comes to music. You got a bunch of people making, you know, fucking SoundCloud music and calling themselves horrorcore rappers. Like, you know, I'm not gonna put nobody's name out there because a lot of y'all fuck with dude, but I mean, at the same time, a lot of these dudes, they're not horrorcore artists, man. They're just people who couldn't make it in like the trap music scene, so now they're suddenly, you know, fucking horrorcore artists.
Yeah, and a lot of your big name horrorcore artists, that could, you know, attest that title, you know, King Gordy, Esham. They're not really active. Like Esham, you know, hasn't made no real new music. He's just been on tour.
I fought with Sham, like you know, that dude. That was one of my bucket lists, actually getting to meet the dude or whatnot. But you know, at the end of the day, lyrically, I mean, Can he really see Craven? I don't think he can.
Nah, like
His
not
storytelling is
not a
above
storyteller.
everybody's.
Exactly. Wait till you hear this new one. Like, if we have time at the end of this episode, I'm gonna play it. Depending
If I
on
have signal, I'll enjoy it.
where we depends on where we fall at. Hopefully, if we have like an extra 4 or 5 minutes, I'll play it at the end because this thing is phenomenal. But yeah, man. So it seems like Skits Craven really, if he wanted to stand on his statement and really fight for that title, he would have a pretty good shot. Bar for bar, interaction, fan for fan, view for view. There's not a lot of motherfuckers, man.
All I'm going to say is I've seen a lot of his shows, and it looks like he's bringing a lot more people than most of your top-notch horrorcore quotations artists out there.
You think he's up there with Brother Lynch?
Oh man, the old Brother Lynch. I don't know. Like it's hard to you really, man. That's not a good one to put in front of me because Lynch is one of my idols.
When it comes to storytelling, Craven got him all day, bro.
Yeah, it's a tall order. All right, man. All right. Next on the agenda is a kind of a I don't know, man. It's just one that's kind of repetitive, but Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch.
Oh man.
Calhoun and Upchurch, used to be real close, and then shit happened. Upchurch obviously felt some sort of way and started firing on Calhoun. And at first, Calhoun really didn't want to go to war, so he kind of backed off and told him to leave it alone because that was his boy. But here as of recently, I guess he was like, "Fuck it, you gonna keep on talking about me? I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna say something."
Nah, bro. See, look, now that's like, and I'm not trying to be a dick. That's when it comes to those two people, you would see that if you're a casual listener. Adam Calhoun's been taking shots at church for a long ass time because every time he's brought up with the country music shit and they talk about number one and number two, they always put church first and Calhoun in a second. And if you watch old interviews of Calhoun speaking on that shit, you can see the jealousy in his eyes and the anger in his voice when he speaks on church. This shit's been a long time coming, bro. He needed somebody to get behind him with just a small bit of push to try to, start that forest fire.
Okay.
I feel like Upchurch has a problem with almost everybody he meets.
Well, I mean, church is definitely one of those people that if you take it there, he's gonna give you everything. In my opinion, I think Calhoun's not too far behind Church when it comes to lyrics and a good story writing song. Though Church can out sing him any day of the week. Yeah. What I want to see happen out of this, them two right there need to meet behind closed doors, no cameras, no phones or nothing, and they just need to either throw hands or drink a beer. Like they just need to fix that shit because it looks bad on that scene, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I could agree with that, man. Because they've been tight for so long, man. They do really need to just get it over with. Just go ahead and fight it out or hug it out, man.
Yeah, it needs to happen, man. Because like I said, I mean they're both monsters in the country music hip hop scene, and I mean you're when you put them together, I mean they make amazing music, but when you put them against each other, it's just going to be a big you said, he said, no receipts being shown and just a whole bunch of that bullshit we've seen both of them be known for the last, 10 years on the internet.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, so let's just keep it moving then. This one actually popped up out of nowhere because I thought that this beef was dead, and it also involves Tom McDonald. But I thought this shit was dead. I thought these two had dissed each other. Supposedly, Mac Lethal had fell off and got divorced and stopped making music, and Tom was bragging about it, that he ended his career, and like it was dead. Nobody had heard nothing about it. Then on Father's Day this morning, this motherfucker drops a diss, and wow, like we're gonna play it, and wow,
Yeah, it's that song.
Listen to what this man does to Tom McDonald. Not only Tom McDonald, but Tom McDonald's old lady as well, Nova Rockefeller.
It's got some memorable bars in this one.
Exactly. All right, so let's pull this up. Damn.
Let's be clear about one thing. You started it, you sneak dissing pussy.
Oh my God.
I thought it was funny too. We already squashed this, dude. What are you doing? Here's a backstory. A couple years ago, Tom McDonald got his feelings hurt and made a track towards me. Tried to diss me in a rapping war, tried to bait me into going back and forth, but I really didn't have the passion for it, so I made one song and I had to ignore it. I don't want to sound rude, I just think he's mad corny. I didn't want to give it energy. A transphobic, homophobic culture vulture rapping about white supremacy isn't worthy of facing me lyrically. But I'm getting tired of watching this dude embarrass hip-hop's history. And the other day he dropped a new song and for some reason he was dissing me. Fine, fight contract signed. Normally I would have paid this any mind, but you made a 9-minute song about your personal life. Why the fuck you mention mine? I've been minding my business, I'm buying some property. Why are you dissing me? Why you take shots at me, man? Are you buying prescriptions again? Is it lines that you're sniffing? It's gotta be. Fuck it. Ding ding, let's begin. You got weak skin. We followed each other on IG. We DM'd, we even agreed that we would be friends. Thomas, we already squashed it. Last time I took the high road. This time I'm getting toxic. First off, your music sucks, you're goofy as fuck, your beats are trash. I bet $1 million cash that I could easily beat your ass. Your girlfriend is a skeezer with diseases, she got fleas and crabs. She used to go to Russell Simmons' house and eat his ass.
Nova Rockefeller.
Known for Rockefeller, she was a groupie over at Def Jam and a hoe at Rockefeller. You nerdy cuck, I wouldn't touch for $30. You're not even in the top 10 rappers. Your girl is fucked.
Oh my God.
She's vaginally infected. I'll get back to her in a second. First, I'm smashing you on this record. I'll punch you so hard you'll see 3 of me. You'll say, hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Half your fucking fan base wishes they could buy slaves. I donate my money to veterans. Okay. You want a peppermint? Don't complain about it. Just do it. Quit patting yourself on the back for the camera lens. You're just Doja Cat for Nazis. A feminine racist on every beat. They call you an anti-woke rapper because your music puts everybody to sleep. Fuck everything that your lame ass do. If Dave Matthews had braids and a face tattoo and made a song called If I Was a Gay Black Jew, we would all be like, hey, that's you. Acting like you represent the blue-collar working man, rocking army boots when you live in Woodland Hills and wear $5,000 Versace suits. You'll never fuck with Mac. Look at this blonde bitch surrounded by shirtless African-American actors. What, you about to get gangbanged in an episode of Black? Your fans cheer when planes fly over Gaza dropping bombs.
I'm a 52-year-old soccer mom. I hate rap, but you're awesome, Tom.
You're a fake fraud, poser, liar, charlatan, and grifter at heart. You have no fucking dignity. You'll do anything just to get on the charts. Bitch, I'm a star. Kicking these bars, burning his body, I'll rip it apart. Tom, did you call yourself the white version of Kendrick Lamar? Talking like you kicked down doors for the indie movement. Bitch, you stole that same blueprint from rhyme sayers and strange music. I paved your road, real indie since 01. Now I'm Marvin Gaye's father. I'm killing my own son.
Oh.
There's a story about a boy named Tom. He had a rich dad and a racist mom.
Nova, Daddy, here, Nova. Daddy, come here, girl. Sit. Aw, good girl. Here's a treat. Daddy, here's the truth that you can't run from. No Can Do told me when I'm fighting monsters, don't let it make you become one. Your ego's too big, it's gotta be deflated. Trying to say political rap is a genre you created? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You ever heard of Ice-T, Ice Cube, Immortal Technique, X-Clan, or Public Enemy? Of course you haven't. You know nothing about the culture. Second Amendment right guns coming up out the holster. Put the pistol in your mouth. Name one song off of Illmatic before I pull the trigger. You wanna be American so bad that you won't even rep your own flag, and now you're getting toe tagged on every single song. You use that same dead flow. Your girl's like Emily Willis, a brain dead hoe. I should have known that you're a damn snake, the type of person that'll look right in a man's face and offer him a handshake. Call a truce, declare peace on the landscape, then diss his family life just to entertain your fan base. On God mode, trying to rap like Jesus, but in real life you act like Judas with pussy cat like movements. I feel like Caesar getting stabbed by Brutus, but I got whiplash, so drums make me smack my students. The YouTube diss tracks, they really ain't my vibe. When I battle a rapper, shit, I'd rather do it live. I'll bet $50,000 to the charity of your choice that you won't look me in the eyes and put clarity in your voice and say the things about me that you said in all your diss tracks. When I'm a foot away from you and you might just get bitch last shit. We could battle on King of the Dot. Your girl knows all those dudes, she's seen all their cocks. We could battle up in Canada, right in your hometown. I'll let you pick the city and venue it goes down, and I promise I'll get a bigger applause than you, because in hip-hop there ain't a bigger fraud than you. I went on tour with D12, those dudes are my new friends. They showed me some video you made for Eminem. They told me they were in the studio with Slim. When he watched it, he cringed and he cut it off 30 seconds in. Eminem doesn't like you, he does not respect you. You made a love song about him, begging him to peg you. Have you noticed that publicly he's never even mentioned it? I'm sorry, buddy, I know that's not how you envisioned it. You thought he'd call you like, hey Tom, it's Slim Shady, you're so controversial, how are you this crazy? You want to make a song about how transgender men are pretend ladies and all the live ladies having mixed babies, and how the Mexican border is being invaded by woke Palestinians causing inflation? We'll call it White Boys Part 12, it'll be awful. And the Grammy goes to Eminem and Tom McDonald. I'm sorry that you didn't get to do a song with your hero. At least you got to do a song with Ben Shapiro, the dude that censored Candace Owens' views quick. And he said that rap music isn't real music. And he tried to say the pussies aren't supposed to get wet. That song was so controversial and over the edge. I'm kidding. Nobody cares about your facts or your feelings. You make music for people that storm the Capitol building. You make rap tunes for white trash inbred people that snort crank in dirty ass gas station bathrooms. People that shoot AR-15s in classrooms, that never heard of Nas Del Woo or Black Moon. You make music for people that hate black dudes, people that huff gas fumes, got barbed wire tattoos, people that say the N-word while playing Call of Duty, people that buy a case of Bud Light just to shoot it. Incels that are terrified of sex, and people that pay money to be verified on X. People that say, now normally I don't like rap, but this Tom McDonald dude is great cause he ain't black. I rewrote this diss 3 times, kept throwing out the verses. Punchlines weren't cutting, it needed substance and some purpose. I realized I needed to try to cut beyond the surface, and instead of murdering you, maybe I could be of service. You constantly just brag about the ways you feel yourself. It's obvious you're losing your battle with mental health. Tried to fill the emptiness in your soul by getting wealth, but the money, fame, Louis and Gucci, it didn't help. You need to go to Balenciaga and get a belt, put it around your neck, kick out the stool, then kill yourself. You need to put a gun to your head, then drill yourself, cause to yourself, you've never revealed yourself. I swear to God, I know record label execs that managed you, represented you, brought you a couple checks. They told me all sorts of shit about you, how you like to...
It's dirty.
Like, wow, like 7 minutes of murder, man. Like,
Killed it.
dude. All I gotta say, if Tom don't come with some kind of bangers, or if Nova doesn't come with some kind of bangers, this might just be an Eminem 8 Mile moment. They might
Well,
off the microphone.
the ending to that definitely says he's got more on the chamber if he does respond.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, though, where did he lie?
Not one thing.
I mean, he pretty much hit the head on the nail, boy.
Yep. I kind of laughed at the barbed wire tattoo thing because
I know a couple.
One of the gatekeepers and the big dogs in the underground has a barbed wire tattoo wrapped around his calf.
Yeah, and the people who say the N-word while playing Call of Duty. Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I watched a video one time of these guys or these little kids on there, and they were screaming this shit. And you could tell they was only like fucking 8, 9 years old. I was like, man, that's fucked up. There was a lot of them on there, man.
Yeah, like I said, man. I've been a firm stand on it for a long time. Anybody that knows me personally outside of music or the internet, I'm a fuck Tom McDonald kind of guy. No Diddy, and I just haven't. I don't know, man. He's one of them dudes that jumped into different lanes of music. It wasn't working, so he sees the political shit. He jumps on board. Says, "Hey guys, I'm a Trump fan, and fuck this one and fuck that one," and everybody screams for him, man. Like, I don't know, man. If I was going to listen to something like that, I'm going to listen to somebody that at least can put it together better than that dude. I would much rather listen to Playboy or something.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to the Beats, man. Like, dude's a way better rapper, and these motherfuckers are just eating Tom McDonald's ass up.
Tom can't even make a decent book.
I was just getting ready to. I just was chopping it up with Playboy on TikTok the other day, man. That's a good move. He's getting censored and shit a lot because he's going on there, and talking about the political shit.
Yeah, like I said, I don't personally see eye to eye with what a lot of what those people feel is right. We're different there. But at the same time, man, like I can't take nothing away from that dude's talent. Unlike Tom, who is a one-trick pony, like Playboy is definitely just talent from all different directions, and I respect that.
Hell yeah.
Fuck Tom.
Yep.
I was trying to say that before, because a lot of people talk about they're in the country and all this shit. I'm really in the fucking country right now. We're damn near off the grid style shit. And I was trying to say, earlier, fuck Tom McDonald.
Hell yeah.
I'm out in the middle of nowhere too. I feel you.
Like so much, I'll probably be losing service right around this corner for a minute.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the last one I had on the list and see if we got any time left after that for that last video. So we're gonna jump into the Chris Brown and Quavo shit. And once again, I'm gonna play the Chris Breezy song because it's murder. There ain't no
comeback. It was one shot done over. Gonna put that man in the box.
As soon as I heard the Quavo shit, I started reading the comments, and he was getting roasted in the comments. Like people's like, "This is all you got for real?" Like,
yeah, you came back with this shit against the R&B singer.
Well, and that one bar on here made me drop my jaw. Like I had to listen to it back and forth. I'm like, bro, he roasted this man with that one bar, and I'm sure y'all know which one I'm talking about.
OC Breezy went in on him though.
Yeah. But let's pull this bitch up, man. This shit's crazy. It's a little bit shorter than the other one though.
Now we can settle this like you got some plans, so we can get into some gangster shit.
Hey Chris, I don't want no issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want fights. I don't want to do nothing, bro. Like, please, bro.
Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with C? Who want smoke with me? Who want? Okay, let's get down to the facts. Pussy, I'm dripped in red. Don't let this R&B shit fool you niggas get ripped to shreds. Quavo talking like he a thug, nigga, you a bitch with dread. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all of that shit you said. What's all that ball shit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique, let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-ho, that's cool, I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch, I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit, don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick, there's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit. I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on a detonator. I shit on niggas, I'm a defecator. I put Amigo on a ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, that's devastating. You doing bad. You a bitch and your music trash. Fashion week, they set me next to your lame ass. I was truly mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. You lucky I ain't wanna fuck the money up, boy, I would've broke you in half. Quit trying to be tough, you ain't like that. Why you keep showing off? Quit talking about drugs, you the only pack that I've been smoking on. I just hit my plug, told him come back, I'ma need more 41. Your last album was a weed trade, just some bullshit that we roll up on. You know what's on, put you to bed. Night, that's Sudafed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. take off, he the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead. You tripping, Chris, don't say that, don't lose your head. You done turned a big bad wolf on these fuck niggas, never knew revenge. This what happens when a fuck nigga push a real nigga out to the edge. This what happens when a dumb nigga get fame and it get to his head. You gon' kiss this ring, nigga. Big fuck you from my middle finger. I tattoo my trigger finger. Bring real beat to your dinner table. My mental state ain't never stable. I know this shit gon' sting, nigga. I ran your ass through the ringer, nigga. You just got bodied by a singing nigga. Bitch.
Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with C? Who want smoke?
Yeah. When he talking about Quavo and they said that they wished it was him. They wished it was him that died instead. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we all felt that one. That was a woo kind of moment.
Yep.
And after all that, after he said that shit, if I was Quavo and I really love my boy like that, I would have had to snap on this kid. But all he said was, "We still looking for whoever killed Quavo." Whoa. Whatever, man. Fuck out of here.
He's seen him fucking die in front of him. He knows who did it. Why is he gonna say he's still looking for him? He knows what it is.
Pussy.
Yeah, he dug around.
Yep.
All that shit he be talking on that music, boy. He gonna up the pole. He gonna do this. Gonna do that. Watch his own man die right in front of him. Ain't shoot back.
Yeah, man. That shit's crazy, man. But yeah, man, that was the industry beef episode, the second episode, man. We covered some new shit. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Next week's gonna be very different. Next week it's gonna be called like I don't know what's gonna be called for sure, but it's like, have you remember the show Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yep.
I'm going to make a list of different celebrities, and we're going to do like a celebrity death match sort of tournament, who we think should win. And
I'm here for that.
And it's going to be kind of controversial because some of them are going to be, you know what I mean? It'll be interesting.
We'll be Goldberg versus Roseanne.
Hey. Yeah, we'll get together and talk some more about that and come up with something together as well. And make sure y'all tune in for that because that's going to be super interesting. That's going to be next Sunday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But also, I do believe there will be an artist spotlight maybe next week. If not, it'll be the week after that. I'm not sure when the guy's going to lock it in for sure, but I'll keep y'all tuned on the Absolute Hysteria page for that one. But man, so we got a few minutes left. I want to show y'all this Skits Craven video, man, because this shit is absolutely fantastic. So let me pull this up. There it is. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and play this. Be prepared. Be prepared to go on your feelings, guys. This is a crazy video. It touches a very delicate subject to a lot of people, and I think y'all going to feel this, man. We'll talk about it a little bit when we get back. As soon as I hear this beat, I'm like, ah. This video is amazing, too. The video is what makes it, I think.
A mother who is loving is a boy's best friend, until that mother finds another friend to spend life with. It's kinda tough because it's not a choice that you get to make, but no matter how you feel, you gotta just live with. Your mama's boyfriend seemed to be a real cool guy at the start. He used to always bring a gift when he would get out the car. Sometimes a game, sometimes a ball, sometimes some trading cards. He used to tell your mama, lighten up, you're being too hard. But you got older, he got drunker, mama so deep in love. They finally tied the knot forever, but that wasn't enough. The first time that it ever happened, you were late for the bus. He was so pissed he had to drive instead of catching a buzz. Once you left and started driving, he just switched it all up. He said to lift both of your arms and push you right in the gut. He grabbed your neck and said, you're dead, you ever miss it again. Yeah, he was swerving, you was pleading, so we did it again. You almost puked, but if you did, you knew he'd kill you right then. Yeah, he could smell the fear off you, all you could smell was the gin. You thought the gin must be the reason why his temper is thin. You went to school and brushed it off, but you could not hold it in. Your head was racing, trying to figure out how all this just happened. You never saw him act like this, you were surprised by his actions. You tried to tell yourself it's cool, yeah, it won't happen again. But you've been wrong so many times, so what's the difference with this? Your teacher asked you what was wrong, but you just lied and said nothing. I guess she knew that you were bluffing, so she called mama's husband. She started saying you've been quiet and been distant on subjects, and that you wasn't quite yourself, plus you was holding your stomach. So when you got back home from school, you figured you was in trouble, but you would never start to guess you'd be involved in a scuffle. You would never think your mom would end up beat for your actions, but I assume that's just what happens when you piss off an addict. You were small, but did your best, but you and mom couldn't match it. Yeah, he was drunker than this morning, which is why he was laughing. He was having fun abusing, he was hella ecstatic. Your mom was bloodier than you, this fucking family's tragic. Over time it never stopped, you call it routine practice. So your mama started gambling to try and just mask it. All the pain, all the abuse, she knew she'd be in a casket. Both their lives forever changed, way worse than you could imagine. Yeah, this shit went on for years until you finally just had it. Used to plot inside your room, you hated him with a passion. Fantasizing about revenge that would be so everlasting. Say the same words every day cause you would never get past it. He touched me one more time, I'll beat his skull till I smash it. Wrap his body up in plastic, then just dump it in acid. Those were thoughts you always had, yeah, you would sit and imagine. Maybe Sunday is the day you grab a gun and just blast him. Settle down, mama, please don't worry. Pray to God cause he knows what's going on. If we leave, I know that he can't hurt us. Be strong, mama, please keep holding on. You say we gotta stay, but I don't believe you. I'd run away, but I can't leave you alone with him because he's gonna kill you. So I just gotta do this on my own. Just gotta do this on my own. You're 42 and you done been through it all. Drug addiction, 2 divorces, kids that don't even call. But then you met the woman of your dreams and never once judged you. Was the life you always wanted even way back in high school. So you met her only son and was excited to raise him, cause his father never wanted to, so you could replace him. Things were great a couple years, but habits never do die. You started drinking more and more, was getting harder to hide. But she would look the other way cause you would work and provide a decent life for both their son and her with bread on the side. But lately she been kinda distant, focused more on her son. So you've been drinking more and more until it ain't even fun. A strong addiction mixed with anger causing shit to go bad. You're not confused on why you hate the son that you never had. He's getting older, growing bigger, soon he'll be a grown man. You start to roughen up the kid to show him how to use hands. But when you drink you're more aggressive, plus you're sending a message. A side of love don't overstress you, you're just teaching a lesson. He needs a father figure in his life through his adolescence. You're just a good ass fucking dude, you always give him your presence. But today he missed the bus again, that's twice in a week. You notice that he's getting lazy, thinking life is just sweet. His mother coddles him, so you believe she's raising him weak. Yeah, you're the only man he has, so man, you gotta just teach. You finally snapped and took your anger issues right out on him. You punched him over and again, cause you love feeling the sin. You know with every strike you make, it brings you back as a kid. Just like your father did to you when you were being a shit. But now the more you think of it, the more you get yourself pissed. You went from slapping across the head to quickly closing your fist. You start to get used to the thrill, so this shit goes on for years. But now he's getting to the point where he's not starting to fear. Your wifey hates you, but you tell her that you'll kill if she leaves. So now you feel the pressure from her son at night while you sleep. So one day you're just drinking heavy, watching TV on Sunday. Your wife is visiting her mom, but you're at home with her son. You start to hear him down the stairs, but you don't think nothing of it. But then you look and see his hand and that he's holding your gun. You asked him where'd he get your weapon, he says right where you left it. He's got some tears all in his eyes, but he's not sad, he's aggressive. He tells you lift your fucking arms and puts the gun to your stomach. He starts repeating all the times you left him bloody and busted. Tells you everything you know is true, now you start to plead. He hits your mouth with half the barrel, now you're starting to bleed. He takes a swig from out your bottle, lifts you off of your seat. He tells you this is where it ends and sets you down on your knees. He says you never were a father, you were just a disease. He puts the gun inside your mouth and says the bus gonna leave. He says don't worry, you won't miss it cause you're good with instruction. He says now look into the mirror by the wall where your lunch is. Staring at yourself, regretting all the bruises and punches that you laid down on the boy way back since he was a munchkin. Now he tells you say goodbye before you turn into nothing, and then he says now wave goodbye to mama's piece of shit husband. So you wave, but then you realize you were never a husband. Yeah, you were never a father. Yeah, you amounted to nothing. No, this boy isn't a bitch. You realize you were the bitch. Yeah, this boy would never hit. It was just you that would hit. You finally came to realize now that it was you that was sick. But before you can admit, you hear your own gun click. Settle down, mama, please don't worry. Pray to God cause he knows what's going on. If we leave, I know that he can't hurt us. Be strong, mama, please keep holding on. You say we gotta stay, but I don't believe you. I'd run away, but I can't leave you alone with him because he's gonna kill you. So I just gotta do this on my own.
That's a great story.
Yep.
Man, first time I heard that shit, bro, like I was holding it back. Like man, that song is so crazy relatable and like, man, he has one right there. That's a hit right there.
Yep.
The video was so dope too. Like, you got those songs that are super dope, but the video makes it that much better.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Skits Craven, man. That was a fantastic song. I don't know when that dropped. I'm gonna see when that dropped. 2 days ago. I would have dropped that today. I would have dropped that on Father's Day. He dropped it 2 days ago though.
Yeah, that shit was cold.
Good ass. Well, it was some long ass verses though. I was like, damn, this motherfucker done rapped like 87 bars, and then he finally hit the hook.
It be like that with Skits, man. That's what I love about the dude. Like his ability to really connect the listener with what he's saying is above most.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, definitely good shit. If y'all do not know who that man is, Skits Craven, make sure y'all go check him out, man. He's got some really good material out. He has a couple. I don't know if I've listened to his newest album yet. I think it came out shortly after I lost my car and stuff. So I really don't dive into albums too much unless I'm like driving around and stuff. So I haven't really dug into that one. But the ones previous to that were excellent. But yeah, man, it's been episode 9, Absolute Hysteria. We discussed industry beefs. We discussed the Clash of the Castle results. We talked about some dope music. We talked about next week. And yeah, man, make sure y'all check us all out. Each individual one of us has music pages you can check out on all digital major platforms. I just dropped a single last week called Ride or Die with Cryptic Carmen. Make sure y'all check that out. Kid Jules got a, what's that?
They go run it up.
Yeah, run that up. The lyric videos on YouTube as well. But Kid Jules got an album coming out very, very, very shortly. Make sure y'all go to YouTube and look up the first episode of the Artist Spotlight, which was Kid Jewel. And we dove into his past and really good story, man. Make sure y'all go check that out. Make sure y'all check out Kincaid. Kincaid's got the Wolf of Oak Street album out. It's got a music video that's about to drop, I think, after about 5 years finally. No, he just waiting for the right time to drop it. So
Well, having to move the studio, going to a new location, new place, getting everything together and everything switched over, man. Yeah, just put a little bit of damper on when we wanted to release it, but we're probably going to announce within the next week when it's coming out.
Right motherfucking now. Drop it.
He said, drop it. Nah. But yeah, man. So that's been this week. Hey, kid, hang out for a second when we drop this. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this out. We'll catch y'all next week for episode 10, the celebrity death match type episode. And yeah. Let me hit the outro real quick.
Come back and join us next week on Absolute Hysteria. Follow Easy 606 on YouTube and all social media.